Return to Shironagasu Island. I've never played this one before. This is going to be a new experience for me. Looking forward to trying it out. I have no idea what the content is. I just know it is kind of a visual novel. So we will see what it looks like. All right. Wait. Alright. Let's begin. New game. Time to do lots and lots of reading. Question mark, question mark, question mark says up. Wake up. If you don't, things will get worse. We're running out of time. This world will be. Please wake up. Please. Ikeda. San Ikeda. Hey, it's starting in an airport, like Umineko. Was I dreaming? When did I fall asleep? What a strange dream. It felt as if something was urgent. Maybe I'm just tired. I've been working much too hard. Anyway, I should stop thinking about work. But I shouldn't just nod off at JFK Airport. It's always on the list of the top 10 airports not to fall asleep in. Well, why is that? Why exactly are you not supposed to fall asleep in? Is it because somebody could mug you or steal your stuff while you're sleeping? I don't know. It's all her fault. Where is she anyway? Hasn't she landed? Huh. Ah well. Guess I'll have to go look for her. Oh, do I have, like, is this an interactive game? I guess so. Weird. I thought it was just like a straight up visual novel. I'll have to click on things. Okay. So many people. I usually don't like crowds, but I don't mind right now. Feels like I'm the only one going on a trip. Hey, it looks like a flight from Japan has landed. I'm pretty sure that she's on the plane, so it's AF 587. Gotcha. Probably. It's so sunny today. It's pretty clear for New York at this time of year. Usually it's so gray and cloudy here. Can't find her anywhere. Okay, am I gonna have to like pixel hunt here to figure out where I'm supposed to go next? Can't find her anywhere. I really need some shut-eye. This sunlight is too bright. Well, what? Did you stay up all night last night or something, buddy? When you knew you had to be up to get somebody at the airport, you always have to come really early at the airport. She should arrive at Gate A, so I'm in the right place. I'm getting a bit worried, though. Nah, she'll be alright. No matter how often you look at it, a signboard is still a signboard. If the time displayed on this signboard is correct, she should have been here some time ago, though. I wonder what's keeping her. Perhaps she got lost. I'll ask around. Excuse me, I'm looking for someone. Oh, are you looking for someone? Did you lose your child? I guess you could put it like that. She is very short. I'm not sure what she's wearing. I'll need more information than that. Does she have any distinctive features? If she hasn't changed a lot since the last time I met her, she has super long dark hair. It's so long that you can spot it over like a mile away. A girl with super long dark hair. I'm sorry, but I don't think I've seen anyone like that. Why don't you ask it information? Alright, thanks. The information counter. It's pretty far away. This way? Still don't see her. Huh? What the? The signboard is all messed up. Okay, wait a minute. What does it say? I'm trying to see if there's a message. I don't see any messages. We have An NPA, alright. I'm not seeing anything that's not like kill or something like that, so. The departures are mixed up. Something's not right. Whoever is in charge of that must be freaking out right now. Suddenly, the letters start to spell out something. I knew it! I knew it was going to do that. This world is not real. This world is not real. Is Lawrence Fishburne going to show up and tell me about this in a minute? What's that supposed to mean? Maybe the board's been hacked? This airport should clean up its act. The display went back to normal. No one seems to have noticed it. Is that because it happened so quickly? Seriously, what just happened? Strange things are bound to happen from time to time, but still, this world is not real. What an abstract message. Could it have been an accident or a joke, or did I just misread it? There's no way that it was an advertisement. It wouldn't be a place to run advertisements anyway. But what could it have been? Anyway, I have to find her. Jeez, what a waste of time. Where is she? Huh? Oh, who's that? That super long hair. Finally, I found her! Oh my. This is some top-tier waifu material, guys. I don't know what you think, but I'm... What's your name? Do you speak any English? What country are you from? Where are you with your parents? Well, no, Jeez, looks like she doesn't speak any English. She's like a lost kitten. Guess I'd better go to the information. No. Yup, that's her. Looks like she hasn't changed at all, still with that annoyingly long hair. She's too nervous to notice me. She doesn't realize that I'm standing right behind the airport staff. I could stay here a bit and watch this play out for fun, or... Oh, she's about to lose it. Guess I should step in. Hey, Naneko. Huh? Ikeda! Naneko runs from the airport staff and hides behind me. Are you her guardian? Let's not tease this poor girl anymore. Let's be nice to her. I'm actually her guardian. My name is Sen Ikeda. I'm a detective in Brooklyn. What? Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's a Japanese private detective. I've played visual novels like this before. We know where this goes. This girl hiding behind me is called Naneko Izumazaki. I came here to pick her up. May I show you my ID? No, that's okay. I can see that she knows you. But you shouldn't leave such a little girl all by herself. Hey, she may be look young, but she's already in high school. Kids her age, can travel by themselves, right? High school? Well, sure had me fooled. Anyway, I'll leave her to you. Just make sure she doesn't get lost again, alright? The airport staff leaves, looking puzzled. Looks like he thought that Naneko was a little child. What kept you, Ikeda? You let poor little me get into trouble. Wow. I was at the arrival gate this whole time. You're the one who got lost. Besides, you're always boasting that you can speak 20 different languages fluently. What happened? Cat got your tongue? I hate you. You know, I'm not good at talking to people directly because I have a communication disorder. No way I can talk to strangers. So wait, we know we have a just let's not be mean to this girl. Let's be as nice as we can. That's right. I completely forgot you were so shy. Looks like I forgot about something else as well. Your useless long hair. High time you have that cut. Doesn't it get in your way? Jeez! This guy is not being nice. I ruffle Naneko's hair. Hey, cut it out. I said cut it out! You keep your beard long too, so stop giving me grief about my hair. Hey, I trim my beard, so it's okay. I have my hair cut short as well. Why don't you cut your hair this short too, Naneko? I'd rather die than have such short hair. By the way, Naneko, did you see what just happened to that signboard? That signboard? Do you think I would notice it in this situation? It's not a big deal, but I saw it for just a moment. It said, "This world is not real." Guess somebody must have hacked it. I didn't see that happen. But this world is not real. That sounds like some kind of simulation hypothesis. If you didn't see the message, then my eyes were probably playing tricks on me. If that were true, then maybe this world is actually a simulation. So I guess that means that your brain is floating in a nutrient solution. What a creepy laugh. Anyway, I'm glad you got here safe and sound. Some people in New York would like to meet you. You should take it slow for now, though. My car is in the parking lot. Let's go to my office and... Hang on, my phone's ringing. Mr. Akita? This is Ada Higgins. Oh, hello, Ada. How can I help you? Did anything happen? I'm looking for my boyfriend, Steve. He disappeared in Raccoon City. Yes, terrible things have happened. May I ask you to come to my residence? Something delicate that shouldn't be discussed over the phone. Yes, exactly. Please come to my residence and I will tell you about it. Please, I don't think I can entrust anyone else with this. I have no idea what to do. Please don't worry. I'm heading your way right now. I'll be there in a bit. What was that call about? It sounded like something really bad has happened. Yes. Apparently something has happened to one of my clients. Anyway, I should drop you off at my office first, but perhaps... your special ability might be uniquely suited to this case. What? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, so we're just gonna drag her along? Okay. Here you go, kid. Come along with me on this potentially dangerous investigation. What kind of guardian is this guy, anyway? Here we are. And what is this music? This sounds like something out of Deadly Premonition. Or, like some of the surfer songs from Metal Gear Solid 3. Alright, here we are. This is the Higgins mansion. I didn't agree to come here with you. Oh, come on, Naneko. Don't forget that I'm paying all your expenses while you stay. This is the least you can do for me. Jeez! I sympathize with Naneko. I don't think I really like our main character right now. I don't know. What do you guys think? An NYPD police car. Definitely something happened here. Let's see, is there anything else going on? This mansion looks incredible. Yes, what a big house. Millionaires since the Civil War era are living in the 5 towns. There's a lot of old money from the Civil War era here. I wish they'd give me some. There's a dense forest behind the mansion. Could it be part of the estate? If so, this place is massive. It's still a clear, sunny day. I wouldn't mind living in a place like this. Okay. But where do I go now? Oh, okay. We can look at dialogue from the past. That's nice. Well, how do I go in? What do I do? Help me! Huh? The police car drove away. Why was the police car here? Do you think the mansion is dangerous? Who knows? Only one way to find out. Let's go inside. You're making me nervous. Alright, let's go inside. Let's save. There we go. Oh, prologue to mansion. Okay. Good afternoon. How may I help you? Hey, long time no see. I heard something happened here. Could you let me in so I can have a look? Oh, Mr. Akita. Yes, indeed. Something awful has happened. SomethingAwful.com. Please come in and follow me. I will notify my Lady Higgins of your arrival. Just a moment, please. Isn't this room a bit warm? I'm digging the music. This game has good music so far. What did you expect dressed like that? Do you have an idea what month it is? It's July, for crying out loud. I begin to sweat just by looking at you. My goodness. That's not what I meant. The room itself feels kind of warm. Now I know what you mean. The air conditioner appears to be running fine, though. Perhaps they just let some fresh air in. I wonder why. You know, this room kind of smells like of chlorine. It's a bit smelly. Maybe they opened a window to vent chlorine? I'm slowly getting a better picture of what happened here. Huh? What do you mean? What kind of job is this, anyway? Well, I was asked to investigate Roy Higgins, the owner of this mansion. His daughter Ada asked me to do so. Recently, Mr. Higgins had been very afraid of something. Might have been a threat or blackmail. In any case, she asked me to get to the bottom of it. So what does that have to do with what happened in this room? To be honest, I'm not sure about that yet. Let's examine the room. I'm sure we'll find some clues. Okay. What a creepy painting. I can't say that whoever put it up here has good taste. I agree, that painting spoils the whole room. What's that supposed to be, anyway? A bookshelf. Doesn't appear to have anything to do with what's happened in this room. A desk lamp and a globe are on the desk. There's some pieces of paper. They're just blank. Huh, that's strange. Did you find something? There's a gap between the coffee table legs and the mark in the carpet. It looks like this table has been moved recently. They might have moved it while cleaning. That could be the case, but... Look closer. There are some stains here. This carpet is reeks of chlorine. Correct the English there. This room is at the north of the mansion, so the sunlight is not so strong in here. Perhaps this window was opened a while ago. It's quite humid outside. Anything? Just some regular landscape and portrait photos. They don't appear to have anything to do with the current situation. Everything has been neatly put back into place, except for this chair. Really? I think it's normal. I don't think anyone with such unrefined senses as you would have noticed an echo. Jeez! My goodness! Man. What a great legal guardian you are, Akeda. You uncouth swine. You piece of... I'm so... Yeah, Naneko, you're gonna go spend the summer with your Uncle Akeda, who just loves you. Doesn't tear you down at all or anything. Looks like my deductive skills were correct. What do you mean? Don't tell me that a self-professed genius like yourself has overlooked something. Based on the situation, what conclusion can be reached? You piece of... how is this smell of chlorine and that the fact that the chair has been moved connected? Alright, I'll spell it out for you. Examining the clues inside this room, I would say that it's... Well, we got in. I don't think it'd be a locked room murder because there's too much. Suicide by hanging because we looked at the chandelier. It has to be suicide by hanging. All of the clues point to it. Someone has moved the coffee table, placed the chair on top of it, hung a rope from the chandelier, and then hanged himself. Probably the chlorine smell comes from cleaning up the mess. They opened the window to get rid of the smell just before we came in. Suicide by hanging? What? Why did your client have us come to a place with such bad vibes? This makes no sense at all! Maybe it's precisely why we're here. She expressly asked us to come here because she hoped we would discover something. I wonder what she's looking for. I don't feel so well. Can I get out of this horrible place? There you are! Hello, Miss Ada. As always, the introverted Naneko hides behind my back. I don't know, I have a feeling this is going to be one of those games where you're going to want to save a lot, but... Like, you know, I grew up playing old Sierra games where you had to have, like, 80 save files to successfully play through the game, but maybe I can do that, yeah. Alright, as always, okay, we already read that part. My apologies for calling you out of the blue. Oh, not a problem at all. Ada looks pale. I can tell that she's quite upset because she doesn't even react to Nako's weird behavior. Yeah, doesn't even react to my uncouth, uncultured legal ward here. I couldn't help but overhear. Well, that's embarrassing. Did you overhear what we were talking about just now? I'm sorry for being so insensitive. No, you were spot on. My father died by hanging in this room. Considering the situation, it undoubtedly was a suicide. I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you still wish me to continue my investigation? Since your father has passed away, there may not be any point to it now. Yes, please continue investigation, Mr. Ikeda. I want to know what could have driven my father to take his own life. I want to know the truth, even if it hurts me. Alright, in that case, I'll continue the investigation. I believe that someone was blackmailing my father. If there's any evidence, we can find it in this room, I think. I don't think my father would hide it anywhere else. I see. The evidence is hidden in this study. As I expected, I need your abilities, Naneko. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? I take an envelope from my pocket and spread a bunch of pictures out on the desk. These are the photos which were taken with Miss Ada's permission previously. In other words, these photos were taken before her father committed suicide. I want you to memorize all the details. And just why would I? Fine. I'll take a look. Mumbling angrily, Naneko looks at the photos. Mr. Ikeda, something is bothering me as well. What is it? Please tell me anything, no matter how trivial it may seem. Any details may be helpful. A few days ago, I saw my father was having a bad dream when he was dozing in this room. I couldn't make out what he was saying, but he was muttering deliriously in his sleep. Delirious? I believe he said something like, "Be careful with her organs?" What? Ugh. Organs? Do you think he was talking to you? No, he sounded different than when he would speak to me. He spoke with an aggressive tone of voice, as if he was looking down on someone. I'd never heard him speak like that before. Be careful with her organs. What could that mean? I'm done looking at the photos. That was fast. Alright, Naneko, let's get to work. Compare the photos with the study as it is now, and see if you can find any differences. Differences? Do you expect to find anything here? As Miss Ada said, her father might have hidden something in this study. We might be able to find something like a threatening letter or a testament. I don't think I'll be able to find anything like that. What a pain. Naneko starts looking around the study, even though she's still complaining. What is she doing? Please watch her. Naneko has a photographic memory. Once she's seen something, she can remember it later perfectly. Photographic memory? Yes, I hope to use her ability to discover what might have changed in this room. Hey, don't put me under more pressure. Anyway, let me know if something catches your eye, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Okay, so she studied the photos. Let's look at the window. Anything strange about this window? No, not really. The curtain has been moved, but I don't think it matters. Nothing appears to be hidden there. Nothing unusual. What about this creepy picture? What about this painting? I don't think it's been moved. It creeps me out, though. Hey, don't say that in front of Miss Ada. She's right. I really don't like it either. How long has this painting been here? It's been here as long as I can remember. I don't really know where it came from. I see. What is this painting even about? A skeleton Maria is holding a dead child. And what is this snake-like creature on the right? A cookie-cutter shark. Huh? What did you say? As I said, it's a cookie-cutter shark, a species of squaliform shark in the Dalatidae family. Its scientific name is Acistius brasiliensis. What? A gross deep-sea fish which bores into the flesh of its prey with its incredibly sharp teeth. A cookie-cutter shark, huh? Why would anyone paint that? Yeah, that's just weird. This whole thing's weird. Alright. Has anything changed on this desk? Well, let me see. On the photos, American continent was at the front of this globe, but it's now showing the Pacific Ocean. It's now showing the Pacific Ocean? I don't know if that means anything. I guess it was moved a little bit? The chair. Even I can see that the chair's been moved, but it doesn't look like there's anything hidden inside it. What about these photos? I don't think they were moved, not even a little bit. So there's nothing there. What about the coffee table and the carpet? It is obvious that they've been moved a lot. There's nothing hidden underneath the carpet. Nothing here. What about the bookshelf? Bookshelves are great hiding places. I don't think there's anything strange about it. What about the chandelier? The chandelier? Well, it's a bit bent, but not unexpected, considering that someone just hanged themselves from it. Yeah, I guess you're right. Nothing appears to be hidden there. So what are we looking for? What else has changed? One of the papers on the desk has been ripped. The pens have been moved as well. Could he have written a suicide note? But if he did, why haven't we found it yet? A suicide note, huh? Look closely. A white triangle has been painted between the shark and the skeleton. A triangle? Freemasons? I doubt there's any connection. Still, a triangle. It looks like a mountain. No, more like an island? Hey, I don't think there's anything strange about this painting. Shall we look somewhere else? Yeah, you're right. Triangle, huh? Interesting. Hey, what's up? I just noticed something. In the bookshelf, the 4th volume of Shakespeare's complete works has been moved just a little bit. I look at the book Naneko indicated. I compare it with the photos I took, but don't see any differences. Are you sure that this book really has been moved? It looks exactly the same to me. You really can't tell the difference? You're such a hopeless cause. Amateur hour. You little brat. It's a piece of cake for a gifted prodigy like me, though. Too bad an amateur like you could never have spotted this. I'm at least glad Naneko just doesn't take it. She can give some of her own here. You goose detective? You goose detective. Okay. I'm gonna assume that is a little more insulting in its original language. Life must be hard for you, being such a hopeless cause. Shall I give you some of my loose change? Ouch! Enough with the grandstanding. Just give me the book. Alright. I can't reach it. Let me do it. I take the 4th volume of Shakespeare's complete works. Somehow the book falls onto Naneko's head as it's pulled out of my hand by a mysterious power. What's going on? It's as if there's an act of God. Eh! Oopsies. Sorry, slipped. You did it on purpose. Definitely on purpose. That's gonna leave a bump on my head. I can feel it's already swelling. You idiot! Die already! I will sue you. Okay. These people have such a great relationship. Huh? Something fell out of the bookshelf. An envelope and a note? Hey! Looks like we found what we were looking for. It's Mr. Higgins' suicide note. Alright, here we go. I am afraid that I can no longer live with myself. I will have to atone for my sins. What I did on Shironagasu Island is unforgivable. If I had only looked the other way, I might not have been tormented by these feelings of guilt. However, it's already too late for that. In a manner of speaking, because of what I know and allowed, I myself have become the demon of Shironagasu Island. Ada, please believe me. I did what I had to do. I deeply regret my actions, but I do not regret their outcome. Please forgive me. Roy Higgins, July 23rd. Considering the signature and date, this is definitely his suicide note. Shironagasu Island. I've never heard of that island before. Hang on, I'm gonna say it again. Very strange. Shironagasu is a Japanese word. It means blue whale in English. The scientific name is Balenoptera musculus. But instead of writing blue whale, he used the Japanese name Shironagasu. That's definitely strange. What about the other envelope? Could it be a blackmail letter? Dear Mr. Higgins, there have been some serious concerns about the matter we discussed. Arranged a flight in a ship from Unalaska have been arranged. Please find a check of $10,000 for expenses enclosed. If for any reason you yourself cannot come, you may appoint a representative instead. In that case, the representative must be a person you can fully trust, such as a relative. Please see the attachment for the schedule. Keep this confidential. Failure to appear will have severe consequences. Further details will be given upon arrival of Shironagasu Island, awaiting your arrival. Dan Raymond, Administrator of Shironagasu Island. It's a rather simple letter, typed in a typewriter. There's a signature on the bottom. It only contains basic information with some itemized writing. There's also an envelope containing a flight ticket and a check. A check with a Q for $10,000. That's strange. It's not blackmail, but an invitation. Could this letter have led him to commit suicide? That's certainly a strange letter. This person provided $10,000 for expenses, which makes it even creepier. Serious concerns about the matter we discussed. Perhaps this led him to commit suicide. It might be related to something that happened in the past. Self-protection, money, or... I suddenly remember that Miss Ada is still here, and I shut up. I pretend to cough, and I hand her the letter. Looks like I need to ask her a few questions. I don't see her knowing a lot about Shironagasu Island. But I do... I mean, obviously she'll tell us some more stuff about Sir Raymond. I don't know about Shironagasu Island? By the way, we're in America. Why is there a Sir Raymond here? Is he from the UK or something? Anyway, we're gonna do Sir Raymond. Miss Ada, do you know this Sir Raymond? No, I don't. He might have been one of my father's friends. I don't recall my father mentioning his name before, though. I see, a secret acquaintance. Oh, I thought it was a choice thing, like we had to ask one or the other. Let's ask her about Shironagasu. Have you ever heard about Shironagasu Island? No, I've never heard of it. It's a strange name. I would have remembered if I'd heard it before. I see. The letter mentions a place called Unalaska. I believe it's suited to the Aleutian Islands. Perhaps Shironagasu Island is close by. We'll do it again. Do you know anything about the Aleutian Islands? For instance, has your father been there in the past? The Aleutian Islands? Well, my father occasionally went fishing in Anchorage in Alaska. It was his hobby. If he went all the way to Anchorage, he must have taken long holidays. Oh yes, he was usually gone for 2 or 3 weeks. It is possible that he pretended to go fishing and actually went to this island instead. Ah, what's the matter? I'm not sure about this because this happened when I was very young. I remember going with him to a very dreary island a long time ago. Could that have been Shironagasu Island? So you may have been there. This is definitely interesting information. Shironagasu Island. I suddenly think about the globe that was moved. Perhaps it showed the Aleutian Islands instead of the Pacific Ocean. Shironagasu Island has to be somewhere around there. Or maybe the eerie painting also gives us a clue about where it is. There has to be something on that island. Something so terrifying that could drive a millionaire to suicide. Huh? What's the matter? There appears to be something inside that book. Is it stuck to it? Has it been glued? What does that say? Quarantine Level 2? Roy Higgins. What is this? A card with an IC chip on it? It doesn't look like a credit card, though. Quarantine Level 2? Quarantine? That doesn't sound very friendly. What kind of card is this? Maybe it's a video rental membership card? Yeah, right. Miss Ada, could I borrow this card? I want to find out more about it. Yes, of course. Go ahead. The Quarantine Level 2 card has been added to my inventory. So now I can see the movie Quarantine. If there was a sequel to that, it's like the US version of Wreck, which is also a very good movie, by the way. I would recommend it. That is R-E-C, Wreck. I have a request, Mr. Ikeda. Could I ask you to go to that island and uncover the truth about my father? I will give you these $10,000. I beg you. I have to know the truth. That's not an easy task. I really want to help you. However, I would need to pretend that I'm one of your father's relatives. Being Asian, I don't think they'd believe me. I don't think that I would be received with open arms. A Caucasian male would be better at pretending to be a relative of your father. I think I know just the right person for the job. Allow me to introduce him to you. No, I would like you to do it instead. Looks like she trusts only you. Why don't you agree to help her? You have nothing else going on right now anyway. You talk too much. I'm trying to think of a way to make this work. Perhaps I could pretend to be your wife. Uh-oh. Huh? What? So I pretend to be your husband? Yes, exactly. Due to my poor health, I don't often show my face in high society. So I don't think there'll be any doubts if you pretend to be my husband. You could show them a photo of us together. What do you think? Yeah, that might actually work. I'm not sure if they will trust me, but it'd be better than asking a complete stranger. I don't think there'd be any reason for them to turn me down then. Wait a minute. If I'm going to that island, what about me? Oh, you'll be staying here, of course, as a house sitter. House sitter? But you told me that your neighborhood is full of weirdos. Just the thought of being surrounded by crazy people when I'm by myself gives me the chills. What were your parents thinking sending you to hang out with Mr. Ikeda here, exactly? Hey, you make it sound as if I'm a weirdo myself. Well, you kinda are, Mr. Ikeda. You kinda are a weirdo. I take back what I suggested. You should stay here with me. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. Mr. Ikeda, do you mean that... However, I have one condition. Do not make your father's death public until we get back. If that would leak out, they will not trust me. I understand. Very well, I promise. Alright, it's time for me to go. To Shironagasu Island. No, please don't go. You can't. Alright, we're on our way. Bering Sea is extremely rough. A bone-chilling wind is roaring and the Black Sea is swirling under a cloudy sky. Even though it's July, it feels like it's freezing. Occasionally the tips of the waves that hit the hull splash onto the deck. The Aleutian Islands only have around 10 days of clear weather each year. Most of the time it's cloudy or storms. Hard to believe this is summer weather. How much worse could winter be? I don't even want to think about it. A week after I visited the Higgins mansion, I flew from New York to Unalaska with a Seattle transfer. This ship set sail from Unalaska and is now on its way to Shironagasu Island. It's about the same size as a ferry for hundreds of passengers. A 3,000-ton, luxury-class passenger ship. It's mind-boggling that this is a private ship. I try to use my GPS. I can't get it to work. I can't seem to find any satellite radio waves. Perhaps there's a GPS jammer or something that is on this ship. I guess they really don't want anyone to find out where the island's located. Very suspicious. I should be on my toes. Things will absolutely get ugly if they find out who I really am. I should also keep in mind that someone might try to harm me. Anyway, I should head back inside. I'll catch a cold if I stay out here. Phew. It's much warmer inside than on deck. Can't believe that this summer weather here. This weather is seriously messing with my senses. Oh no, is she with us? I think I see her there. Let's talk to her. Huh? Looks like some kelp ended up inside the ship. Probably because of this stormy weather. There must be one or two pieces of kelp there. Nothing strange about it. What the? Did the kelp just say something? Maybe I'm just imagining things. I must be exhausted. I could have sworn that the kelp was talking. Let's just keep... That might trigger something to continue the plot. I'm just going to look around. The weather outside is frightful. I shouldn't look outside. I might get seasick otherwise. Wow, there's even a bar. There's no bartender, so I guess it'll have to be self-service. I might have a drink later. There's even a piano. Too bad I don't know how to play it. I don't see any other passengers. They're probably in another lounge or in their own private rooms. All these areas look the same. Didn't someone say that she could play the piano? I think her name was Ninit something. I can't seem to remember. Oh, wow. I might have to throw up if I do, though. The ship is rocking back and forth. Okay, I'll pass for now. Wish I could play it. Anything else? Or perhaps they're trying to avoid contact with the other passengers. I don't see any other passengers. Alright, let's talk to the quote-unquote kelp here in a second. It's dark on deck, but the lighting inside makes the ship interior nice and bright. If it wasn't for the shaking, you could mistake this for a hotel. Ceiling lights sure are bright. That's a big piece of kelp. I don't think I can use it to make good soup stock with it, though. Ikeda, I'll kill you! Ouch. Hey, stop kicking me. I'm on the verge of death, and all you do is make fun of me. Stop exaggerating, you're just seasick. Come to think of it, I don't remember asking you to tag along in the first place. Didn't I tell you to stay in New York? And I'm already starting to regret that I followed you. Good grief. Okay, listen up. I'm Taro Higgins, the son-in-law of Roy Higgins. You have to pretend to be my younger sister. Got it? Aren't you overdoing it a bit? Why are you using a fake name? For better or worse, my real name is too well known in New York. Someone might figure out who I am if they hear my real name. So I have to be careful. You're so full of yourself. Hey, I'm not taking any chances, alright? We have to be careful. Yeah, you told me that several times already. Be a good girl, then. Hey, are you okay? You're having it rough, aren't you? Of course, you idiot. Wipe the drool from your face before you talk. It's grossing me out. I'm too exhausted to wipe it. Is there some kelp stuck in there? That just sounded very nasty. No, you're just imagining things. I was only asking if you're feeling okay. You're as shady as always. She does look blue in the face. Meh, she'll be fine. Your hair is messy as always. Your hair is such as meth. Is she trying to set a record? Can't think, but it does look like kelp. Yeah, it smells like it too. We were just having a private joke at my expense. What? No, of course not. Her hair is actually pretty, but she just hasn't taken care of it. Perhaps she doesn't leave her house much. Alright, anything else? You alright, kelp? Jeez. I mean, Naneko, if you ever tease me again, I will skin you alive. What's with you all of a sudden? I'll eat your liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yes. You say such terrible things to someone you always looked up to. Why don't you throw up whatever's floating around inside your stomach? I'm sure that'd make you feel a little bit better. Can I throw up here? No way. Here on, let me get a bucket. Just as I'm about to leave, 2 passengers appear. Naneko immediately switches back to pretending to be Kelp. Oh, I don't believe we've met. My name is Akira Edgeworth. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. This is my attendant, Giselle Reed. The pleasure is all mine. I'm Taro Higgins. Roy Higgins' son-in-law, and Ada Higgins' husband. Akira Edgeworth, huh? Guessing from her name, I'd say that she's probably Scottish. Really? Okay. Wait, Akira is Scottish? Okay. Hey, whatever, man. She's rather young, about the same age as Naneko. Her attendant Giselle, though, I'm not sure where she's from. Perhaps she's biracial? Hey, man. Can't just ask somebody stuff like that. I see. You're a relative of Mr. Higgins? There has been chatter about you on the grapevine. A pleasure to meet you. Akira looks at me attentively. She appears to be suspicious of me. I'm sure my cover would have been blown if I hadn't spread some false rumors in advance. What do you know about the island? Why didn't Mr. Higgins come himself? My father-in-law has been under the weather recently. That's why he asked me to go instead. I mean, that's not a lie. That is not a lie at all. That is a clever application of the truth. He said that I'm trustworthy enough. Or should I say that he didn't entrust this to anyone else? Again, these are all true statements. The wealthy have many enemies. You understand that, don't you? Yes, of course. It appears that my father also has a lot of enemies. Despite his terminal illness, he still hangs to his position and honor. It's quite absurd. Young lady, we should not discuss this matter any further. Yes, you're right. I'm afraid I've said too much already. I do hope that Mr. Higgins will recover soon. Thank you. I'll be sure to mention that to him upon my return. I wish you a pleasant day. Phew! Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Advice? Akira draws closer and whispers into my ear. Don't stick your nose too deep into things if you don't know about the island. It could seriously impact your life expectancy. What's that supposed to mean? I mean exactly what I said. Don't go snooping around too much. If you value your life, that is. Take care of yourself, Mr. Taro Higgins. Akira smiles and walks away. Oh boy, I was certain she saw right through me. What a nasty girl. You startled me there. I'd completely forgotten about you. She has a bad attitude. Watch your back around her. No need to tell me, I'm always careful. Hey, do you feel any better now? Are you listening? I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh no. Are you alright? Do you need to throw up? A woman appears out of nowhere and touches Naneko's back. Naneko isn't used to being touched. Startled, she jumps up. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like being touched, do you? Naneko suddenly reminds me of a beached whale. She kicks my leg several times and then she's starting to ask me to step in. Oh, don't worry about her. She's not really a people person and she was startled when you touched her. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do so. Are you her relative? I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is... Okay, Riel, I think? Riel Baxter. That sounds like one of those random name generator names. I'm Taro Higgins. This is my sister, Naneko Izumazaki. Mr. Higgins, the multi-millionaire? It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, no, I'm just his son-in-law. Would you happen to have a bag or something that we could use? I believe my darling sister is about to throw up. Will a plastic bag do? I also have some motion sickness pills. Maybe she should empty her stomach first. Here, Naneko, take this plastic bag. Riel gives Naneko a plastic bag. Then she starts rubbing Naneko's back, totally forgetting what I told her a minute ago. Naneko doesn't seem to react this time, probably because she's too preoccupied on vomiting her stomach out. You're used to this, aren't you? Are you a doctor or a nurse? How'd you know? You're right. You have a keen eye. I work as an internist You mean an intern? At a small hospital in Washington. Washington, D.C., Washington State. I'm impressed that you could figure that out. Are you a detective? Ah! Nope. I'm just a regular white-collar worker. She is surprisingly perceptive. Anyway, it's nice to finally see some friendly faces. This may sound rude, but almost everyone else on the ship is quite standoffish. Were you invited to come here? No, my uncle was invited to come on this trip. However, he suddenly became ill, so I came on his behalf instead. He told me that all travel and accommodation costs were taken care of, and I'd be staying at the famous Sir Raymond's Louis Associé mansion. My uncle is usually a cheapskate, but he was surprisingly generous this time, unusually so. Huh? Didn't you receive $10,000? $10,000? What are you talking about? Oh, no, forget about it. So she didn't receive any money for expenses. Oh, now I'm becoming curious. Could I ask you a few questions? Yes, of course. I hope I can answer them. Let's see. About what is Louis Associé? What's this Louis Associé that you mentioned? Oh, don't you know? Louis Associé is the name of the mansion and guest house built by Sir Raymond. Ah, yes, I heard about it, but it totally slipped my mind. It's rumored to be like a 5-star hotel on an island in the middle of the ocean. Wow, that sounds great! About the origins of Shironagasu Island. Do you know anything about the origins of Shironagasu Island? The origins of Shironagasu Island? I'm pretty sure I heard that the name is Japanese. Japanese, of course. I know it's Japanese. Ah, yes, I forgot that you're Japanese. Do you know what Shironagasu means? Well, Shironagasu is the Japanese name of a whale species, but I'm not sure why the island was named after it. Shiro means white, and Nagasu means long and tall. It might be called that because it's large and mostly white when seen from the ocean. Yeah, what she just said. So it's a whale species. Are you feeling any better than an echo, or do you need to vomit again? Let's talk more about that. I don't know what Shironagasu Island is like because I've never been there. Perhaps you should ask the other passengers. Yeah, I guess you're right. What about Sir Raymond? I haven't met Sir Raymond yet. What about you, Riel? Have you ever met him? No, I haven't. He's an extremely wealthy and powerful person who belongs to the upper echelons of society. Simply the thought of meeting someone like him is quite intimidating. I'm just a regular person. I see. I'm sure that rich people have their own rich people problems, though. First world rich people problems. What is Sir Raymond like? Well, to be honest, I don't know much about wealthy people. Are you really saying you've never heard about Sir Raymond? I suddenly hear a man's voice. Who is this? You look all kinds of sus, buddy. I like that he has 3 question marks and a box. Sir Raymond comes from a family of aristocrats, but he's made most of his enormous wealth through the development of North Sea oil fields. He's amiable, but also has a mysterious side to him. A man wearing a white suit who reeks of alcohol appears. He probably had a few too many. Sorry for being late to the party. I'm Jacob Rutland. And you are? Real Dexter. Taro Higgins. Higgins? Oh, the man who managed to win the heart of Higgins' only daughter. Eventually, his enormous fortune will become yours, am I right? Have to admit it, you've done very well for yourself. It's not like that. I wasn't in it for the money. Whatever you say. So this is your first time to Shironagasu Island? Indeed. Do you know anything about the origins of the island's name? Riel and I were talking about it. Why is it called that? What's a boring thing to talk about? Fierce battles once raged between the United States and Japan on the Aleutian Islands. Apparently, when the Japanese saw the island, they thought it looked like a whale, so they named it Shironagasu Island. Of course, the island has its own name, but that is kept secret. Sir Raymond is a cautious man, but who cares what the real name of the island is? I couldn't care less about such trivia. I see, so it really was named after a whale. So were you really appointed as Higgins' representative? I'm not sure I believe you. You don't look and act like an aristocrat. You did manage to gain Higgins' favor, so at least you don't lack the motivation. How'd you learn about the island? What do you know about it? Why are you really here? Don't tell me that you came just because of that boring letter. Blood or flesh? Which are you looking for on that island? Blood? Flesh? Yeah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't you understand what I mean? Are you really here on behalf of Higgins? If you are trying to trick us, you won't come back from the island alive. I have a feeling that might come back to be something we should think about later. My dear fellow, there you are, Jacob. I've been looking all over for you. Okay, a bespectacled, obese man appears. His hemp suit looks tailor-made. I seriously doubt there are any store-bought clothes his size. He doesn't look that overweight. The man looks at Jacob in a furtive manner. What is it, Thomas? Don't interrupt me now. I'm having an important conversation with this gentleman. But, you have to tell me about it. About your huge win in that casino in Macau. Please, Jacob. Macau? Oh yes, almost forgot about that. Alright, come with me. I'll tell you about it over a few drinks. Mr. Higgins, you'll have to excuse me. Let's continue our conversation soon. You'll understand what I was talking about when we get to the island. I won't spoil all the fun. Excuse me. Jacob ends our conversation and leaves with Thomas. Too bad. I almost learned more about the island. Thomas definitely knows more than he's letting on. He tried to interrupt my conversation with Jacob on purpose. What a boisterous person. I don't think I'll be able to get along with him. I run into people like him all the time. Looks like Naneko just emptied her entire stomach. From the looks of it, she ate the large cake platter before sneaking onto the ship. And is that corn? She's probably trying to keep it all inside while Jacob and Thomas were here. Are you okay, Naneko? Bring you some water. Blood or flesh? Mr. Higgins was talking about organs. Does that have anything to do with this? This is really vague. I have no idea what they're keeping hidden on that island. I wonder what it is. I need to uncover the truth about Shironagasu Island. Blah! Yeah, blood or flesh. That's interesting. I don't know what that's supposed to be. What kind of a... I hope, I get some mild, hostile vibes almost. Is this some sort of, murder island or something? I light up a cigarette. The smoke is blown away by the Bering Sea's strong wind and immediately dissolves into the gray clouds. We've been sailing for quite some time. We should arrive at Shironagasu Island soon, though. Huh? Feeling any better, Naneko? Yeah, a bit. Bill gave me some motion sickness tablets. They help. Also, it's really too hot on board. That's good to hear. Alright, I forgot to tell you something. What is it? When we arrive at the island, you will officially be my assistant. Everything about the island is important. That's why I need you to keep your eyes and ears open and remember everything. Don't make any excuses saying you don't feel well. Stay alert. You're exaggerating. Hey, I'm very serious. When we try to discover the mystery of the island, our lives may be in danger. But if you do your best to my assistant, I'll do my best to protect you. I'm ready for anything. Deal? Is the island that dangerous? Probably. Now I wish I hadn't followed you. Alright, I'll memorize everything. I'll do my utmost best as your assistant. Alright, remember, we're in the same boat. We'll have to have each other's backs, partner. That sounds a bit awkward. Is that Shironagasu Island? Huh? Can you see it? The shape of an island slowly pierces through the gray clouds. Ah. Is that Shironagasu Island? Doesn't look like a blue whale to me. You're right. But we're definitely heading there, so that has to be Shironagasu Island. Looks like we're finally here. What are they hiding on that island? Is there a demon? Or a serpent? Whatever they're up to there, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Okay, the fact that they say it doesn't look like a blue whale either means that there's something about the island we don't know that makes it look like a blue whale, or this isn't the island. I personally am gonna go with option 1. I don't know. You'll tell me what you guys think. After we arrive at Shironagasu Island, several cars drive us to the Louis Associé guest house. Naneko, did you see the harbor? The harbor? Naneko glances at the driver. She's probably afraid of being overheard. However, we're talking softly in Japanese, Nobody should be able to understand what we're saying. Well, it's definitely smaller than what I was expecting. I agree. It was rather strange that a luxurious passenger ship was able to dock at the harbor. As far as I could tell, there were only 2 small motorboats. That's not good at all. Why? That ship won't come back to Shironagasu Island for another 4 days. In other words, we can only get off this island in 4 days when it returns. We could escape to open waters on those motorboats. I'd rather die than take such a leaky bucket out to sea. Anyway, this won't matter unless we have to escape. Oh, pardon me. Let's hope we won't have to. The car continues along the road to Louis Associé. Hey, Naneko, look outside. There's not a single tree on this island. Everything seems so artificial. The Aleutian climate is so harsh that trees can't grow here. Low temperatures, strong wind, poor soil. The Sitka spruce is the only plant that grows in Alaska. Thanks for telling me that. More useless knowledge for me to remember. We will soon arrive at Louis Associé. I noticed that there are 5 cars in total. Are there always this many cars and drivers? It's a little bit strange. Hey driver, have you been working on this island long?
No. I was hired through an agency and only got here a few days ago.
They probably hire temp workers to prevent secrets from leaking.
You can see it from here. That's the Louis Associé guest house.
So that's the guest house everyone was talking about. It's a huge mansion. There's something strange about it, though. If the big building on the right is Louis Associé, what's the building on the left?
Oh, those are the guest rooms. I've never been inside, so I don't know much about it.
Guest rooms? The bridge there has no roof. It must get very wet because of the wind and rain. What a strange building.
It's definitely strange. I wish they would let the servants stay there as well. But, please don't tell anyone that I said that.
Anyway, we're here. The other guests should have already arrived.
Please, go inside.
Looks like everyone is already inside the mansion. There are 2 people who I didn't meet on the ship. There's a boy wearing a blue blazer. He looks quite young. Perhaps he's also a representative? There's also a young girl. She's only wearing a dress and a black shawl. Isn't she cold? The mansion's heating system is working fine, so I guess she'll be okay. However, she appears to be a bit too young to be a representative. Some people who came here because of the invitation don't appear to be very dependable. The girl looks at me and faintly smiles. It's a straightforward smile. She seems friendly. Welcome, everyone. I am Sir Raymond, the administrator of Louis Associé. A voice suddenly reverberates out of nowhere, causing everyone to look around. I can't see whoever just spoke. It sounded like the voice came from the portrait at the center of the entrance. There's probably a speaker hidden behind it. That's so showy. Neko whispers while hiding behind me. I agree with her.
Please go to your rooms first. We can discuss things in more detail at a later time. My butler Vincent and my maid Abigail will show you to your rooms.
Let's save again. Okay, so we're in chapter 2 already. Interesting. An older man appears and reverently bows at us. He appears to be very shrewd.
My name is Vincent Swift. Welcome to Louis Associé.
Thank you for coming all this way. I will show you to your rooms.
You can rest there. Your luggage has already been taken to your rooms. Please follow me.
What the heck? What's this? Oh, this is the bridge. Okay, I was gonna say, if this is the room, it looks more like a prison.
Maybe that's the point.
We go down the hallway and reach the corridor leading to the bridge. It will take us some time to get from the corridor to the bridge. Vincent turns a wheel that's next to an iron door. It takes the door some time to go up. You will need to turn the wheels to raise these iron doors. Please let me know should you wish to cross the bridge. Should you wish to open the door yourselves, please make sure to turn it firmly until the wheel remains in place. It is dangerous not to turn the wheel all the way, as the door will fall back down otherwise. I am providing some important exposition for later, when someone might just get caught under one of these doors and be killed. What kind of demented maniac designed this? I've never seen such a strange door before in my life. I'll let you do all the talking. Huh? What do you mean? I really don't like talking to people. I'll try too hard and might faint. So, could you do all of the talking, please? What a bother.
My apologies, but it will be cold.
You will need to cross this bridge to get to your rooms. It's bloody freezing. I meant to say, it is rather frigid today. Can't you do anything about this cold?
My apologies. I can give you a blanket for the cold.
It's so cold that even I want to complain. The wind isn't actually that bad because of the tall walls on both sides. The little girl from before looks at me again and gives me another smile. Hey, aren't you cold just like that? Not at all. Weather like this is not a problem for me. Well, that's good. I'm Aurora Lavilla. And you are? My name is... Wait. Sanekeda. No, I'm Taro Higgins, for sure. Taro Higgins. Taro Higgins? What a strange name. That's a rather harsh opinion. I'm sorry if I offended you, but it doesn't sound as if your real name. You aren't lying to me, are you?
How the hell could she know?
Really? Well then, what would my real name be? I'm curious. I still think you're lying. You can tell me the truth. I won't tell anyone. My lips are sealed, I promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Pretty, please. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting to encounter anyone like her. This girl's intuition is off the charts. She's definitely not going to drop it. And the others might become suspicious if this goes on. Maybe I should just tell her my real name. Alright, you win. My real name is Senekeda. However, due to circumstances, I can't use my real name, so please call me Taro Higgins. Ha! I knew it. Senekeda. That's a very nice name. Nice to meet you, Senekeda. Taro Higgins. Huh? But that's your fake name. Such a weird name. I told you, I have my reasons. Oh, that's right. My apologies, Taro Higgins. I'm already beginning to regret telling her my name. Yeah, I am too. I'm kind of upset the game railroaded us into telling her the real name. I was definitely not going to do that. Aurora smiles at me again and goes back to the back of our group. The bridge is extremely slippery. Please mind your step. As Vincent said, the stone cobblestones are not just wet, but oh shoot. But there are puddles here and there. The drainage must be bad here. Such a dreadful place. Wait, what happened? I didn't mean to do that. We'll write that. So now we're at the other end. The quarter on the other side of the bridge looks just like the other one. Why aren't they just connected without these weird doors in that bridge without a roof? It certainly is strange. There has to be a reason it was built like this. Yeah, almost like it's a prison. Like, seriously. I'm getting some really weird vibes from this. When the door to the corridor on the other side of the bridge has been opened, a woman in a maid uniform appears. My name is Abigail Ellison. It is a pleasure to meet you. Please feel to call me Abby. Would you let me know if you need anything? I will give you your room keys. Miss Izumizaki's room is room 201 at the far right on the second floor. Miss Baxter's room is room 202 opposite of it. Here are your keys. It's such an old key. It should be secure enough though. I doubt there are any thieves on this island. Looks like we'll be neighbors, Naneko. Naneko glances at me without saying a word. Looks like our rooms are not next to each other. She'll be fine, hopefully. Naneko goes upstairs with Riel, with an awkward look on her face. Mr. Rutland's room is room 203 on the right on the second floor. Mr. Harrington's room is room 204 opposite of it. Alright, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Higgins. Miss Reed's room is room 205 on the right side of the second floor. Miss Edgeworth's room is room 204 on the opposite of it. Thank you. Let's go, Giselle. Mr. Higgins' room is room 101 on the far right of the first floor. Mr. Werner's room is room 102 opposite of it. Nice to meet you, Mr. Higgins. My name is Alex Werner. Alex gives me a simple greeting and goes into his room. I should go to my room as well. Mr. Higgins? Aurora appears. Hi, Aurora. Can I help you with anything? Can I come to your room later? I guess, but there's nothing interesting in there. What? I'm just curious about you. I have a hunch that something interesting is bound to happen when I'm around you. You certainly are unusual, but sure, I guess. See you later, alligator. Okay. Whatever. Weird. Aurora smiles again and runs down the corridor. I have a feeling I'm being watched. Just my imagination? Anyway, I should check out my room. Whoa! It's so dark in here. It's because of the weak sunlight? Yeah, not bad at all. Nice and tidy. Alright. I managed to get to the island. I have a bad feeling about this, though. It feels as if this place harbors a dark secret. Well, it doesn't just feel that way, buddy. I mean, a millionaire killed himself rather than go back to this place. Something is wrong. Something bad's going on. What could they be hiding on such an isolated island? Drugs? Weapons? Perhaps even money laundering? In any case, I might be able to find out when I meet Sir Raymond. Huh? Who's there? No need to keep ringing the doorbell. I'm coming. Some people are so impatient. Only immature people would do this. Told you I'd come, Mr. Higgins. Aurora, you here already? Duh. I told you I'd come to your room. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Were you waiting in the hallway? Yep. And I was tired of waiting there. Hey, can we talk? I don't know if she's joking or not. Listen, Aurora, a sweet girl like you shouldn't be in a guy's room all by herself. Huh? But you wouldn't assault me, Mr. Higgins, would you? No, I wouldn't, but other men might. I just want you to be more cautious. Well, so since you won't assault me, there isn't a problem, right? Let's talk. This is so weird. Alright, I guess. I'm exhausted, though. Why is Aurora so interested in me anyway? I don't think she's trying to get something from me either. I just don't get it. You'll talk to me? Thank you. That makes me very happy. I really needed some company. I need to find out more about this island. So it's actually a good thing that Aurora wants to talk. I might be able to learn something from her. Let's talk, Mr. Higgins. Hey, can I just call you Akeda when we're alone? Alright, but only when we're alone. Alright, how about we ask her about herself? What's this? Systems, text... Oh, okay. Why did you come to this island? Aren't you a bit young to be a representative? Traveling to an isolated island at such a young age must be hard. Oh, it's totally fine. Don't underestimate me. I'm a strong girl. My apologies. I didn't mean it like that. So, why did you come to this island? Could nobody accompany you? No. My entire family is dead. I'm the only one left. They're all dead? Despite what she just told me, Aurora still looks very calm. I'm sorry I brought that up. Since you were invited to come to this island, that means that your family was quite wealthy. Yes, we were very wealthy. So rich that we could even buy a small country. At least, we used to be. Used to be? Did anything change? All our money is gone. The only thing left in our safe is dust. At least, there used to be. Even the safe is gone now. All our money was taken from me. Oh boy. I was trying to change the subject to something lighter, but I failed miserably. Great job, Akeda. Still, Aurora talks of it as if none of it really matters. She certainly is a strong girl. Why did they invite her? I thought that only millionaires were invited. Or does that include ex-millionaires? It's rather careless of them to invite her to come to this island, or are they trying to prevent her from revealing things? Don't feel bad for me. It's in the past, and I've moved on. You don't need to make such a long face, Akeda. If you say so. But to be honest, sometimes it does make me a little bit sad. It's okay to cry. You're human after all. So we'll talk about her a little bit more. By the way, Aurora, that blue lip ribbon looks good on you. Really? Thank you. You don't look very happy that I said that. You look sad, Aurora. What's the matter? Was it something I said? Actually, I don't really like this ribbon. You don't? Why are you wearing a ribbon that you don't like? Well, because I have to. What? I'm not sure what she meant by that, but she has her own reasons. A blue ribbon. Anything else I can ask about her? She always looks so bright and cheerful, so no one can imagine that she's having a hard time. Let's talk about the island. Do you know anything specific about this island, Aurora? About this island? I know a lot. For instance, Shironagasu is Japanese for blue whale. Yes, I knew that much. I really wanted to know about the things that happen on this island. Do you know about that? On this island? Aurora's face suddenly becomes pale. Something very sinister is happening on this island, I'm certain of it. I'm sure that something happened in the past, but I can't remember what exactly. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. No, it's okay, but I'd appreciate it if you would let me know if you happen to remember anything. Akeda, are you investigating this island? Yes, you could say that. But please keep this to yourself, alright? I won't tell anyone. I somehow have this feeling that I should help you. As if it's my duty. No, my destiny. That's a strong way to put it, but I'm glad that you're willing to help me. More about the island. Do you know anything else about the island? For example, that bridge and the iron doors are really bizarre. Do you know anything else about those? The bridge and the doors? For some reason, I feel sad when I see them. Does that mean you heard about them in the past? Maybe. I think they were used to lock something up. Lock something up? I'm sorry, I'll let you know if I remember anything. Just give me some time. Oh, of course. I don't think she's leading me on. She's trying hard to remember what she's forgotten. She still could just be pretending. No, I don't think Aurora would be capable of that. Let's talk about Sir Raymond. Did you know Sir Raymond? Or do you know him? Sir Raymond? For some reason, I get a very bad feeling whenever his name is mentioned. He's the master of this mansion who welcomed us earlier, right? Do you recall if someone said anything about him? I'm sorry, my brain is drawing a blank. But for some reason, I don't think that he's a good person. That's all I know. I see. Well, let me know if you remember anything at all. Okay, if I remember anything, I'll come to you first, Takeda. Thanks. What about her? Aurora, you can tell me if anything is troubling you. Please, let me help you. In that case, would you adopt me, Mr. Akeda? What? What? Okay. Okay. Mind a little bit blown there. That's pretty sudden. Oh, my goodness. Okay. You know, just casually drop that in the conversation. Hey, by the way, would you adopt me? What's that all of a sudden? Just like you, I only have dust in my safe. If I adopted you, both of us would starve to death. Oh, sorry, I'm just messing with you. Just kidding. Well, if you really need help, you can count on Senekeda from New York. I'll do whatever I can. I'd take a business card from my wallet and give it to Aurora. Oh no, don't do that! It's giving her evidence. This is rather careless of me. Yes, it is, Takeda. Don't do that. What are you doing? But I can't abandon Aurora. I want to help her in any way I can. I like that you're being so kind now, because you were kind of a jerk in the beginning of the game, but, like, this is, like, there's a good kind and there's a very foolish, irresponsible kind, and this is definitely that kind, Sam. So let's be careful here, buddy. Let's be very careful. Takeda, you're a very good person. Wow, you're a detective. Alright, I'll contact you if things get really, really bad. Not just then. Just call me whenever you need help, or just call me for no particular reason at all. How about this? Give me a call when we're all back home, okay? Alright? Yes, I'll definitely call you. My experience tells me that this girl never had anyone else to rely on. She doesn't want to cause trouble for others and just suffers in silence instead. Knowing this only makes me more worried about her. Yeah, okay. Odds that she gets killed fairly early on. What do you think? I'm thinking that's pretty good. Thank you, Akeda. You're the best. I haven't done anything yet. I only gave you my business card. Guess I should be going. Sorry for dropping in on you like this. Don't worry. It was a good way to kill some time anyway. Come back whenever you want. Yes, this isn't a farewell. See you later, Akeda. That's right. We'll see each other again soon. See you later. Bye! Aurora seemed reluctant to leave my room. She's a sweet girl, and that worries me. I don't want her to get into any trouble. After all, I need to be extremely careful when I investigate this island. Huh. I guess I'm a little bit seasick from all the swaying of the ship. The owner from the guest house will probably call me when it's time for lunch. I'll just sleep a little bit until then. Snoring, snoring. Is something bad going to happen? I suddenly spring to my feet. Did I just hear a voice? Did it come from the hallway? It sounded like muffled moans. I can't see anything out of the ordinary in the hallway. Am I just imagining things? No, I'm pretty sure I heard moaning. That's strange. I should be on my guard. Huh. Are weird things happening quickly? Like, for those of you who've played Umineko, that game takes like 5 to 8 hours, I would say, for like stuff to start happening. This game hopefully will throw us into the deep end a little bit quicker. No harm in being extra careful. I should investigate my room. That being said, though, Umineko is a very good game. Very good game. Alright, investigate the room.
The weather outside is still awful. The window is soundproof, so sounds coming from outside are almost inaudible. The windows have handles on both sides, so they could be opened from the outside. It could be challenging for anyone to climb up this cliff, though. I could say, what an oddly magnificent view. A nice sofa. It's probably a Le Corbusier sofa. I wouldn't mind having one in my office as well. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Looks like there's no wiretap hidden behind it after all. I do see some 5 o'clock stubble. Haven't any time to shave today. I see a Louis Associé guidebook and a notepad. The book has a map of the room showing an evacuation route. So the only way in or out of here is across that bridge. I really don't want to imagine what might happen here in case of a fire. Notepad is blank. Okay. There's a painting on the wall. It's a work by Arnold Böcklin. It's titled Isle of the Dead. If I recall correctly, they brought corpses to this island. Because of this painting's stillness, Principe became extremely popular in Germany around the Second World War. Isle of the Dead. I really hope it doesn't have anything to do with this island. There's nothing original about this painting. Unusual. It's not the original, but I can see that a lot of work has gone into making this replica. I wouldn't mind owning a copy as well. The bed is well made. I want to rest, but I shouldn't right now, because I do feel a bit woozy. They'll probably call me at lunchtime. The phone hasn't rung yet. Should I call Naneko later? Just as Vincent said, my luggage was brought here already. I have some useful tools inside. Probably need them later. No need to open it now. It's true that I could do some more sleep, but... See, comfortable sofa. Such a serene painting. Here we go. I should look outside as well. Whoa! That was a close call. I almost got pulled outside. A strong gust of wind blasted the window wide open. There's a steep drop underneath. I'd be dead if I fell down that cliff. Why were the rooms built at such a dangerous place? I don't get it. Huh? Hang on. What's that sound again? Is my mind playing tricks on me? I look up and I see Naneko. It looks like her room is just above mine. But what's she doing there? Hey, Naneko, what are you doing? That's dangerous. Me. I can't hear what she's saying because of the strong wind and the sound of the waves. I don't know what you're doing, but stop it. That's dangerous. Alright, see you at lunch. Me? Help! Ew, gross. Your spit is flying in the wind. I think she's saying help me. Jeez, I'm glad her spit was blown away by the strong wind so it didn't fly into my face. What's that, Naneko? I can't hear a single word you're saying. Speak slowly, okay? Naneko moves her mouth slowly. Huh? I can't hold on longer. Help me. Huh? Oh, I think what you're trying to say. You're about to fall down and you're holding on with just one arm? I see. That's pretty dangerous. I wonder if she might die if I just left her here. Wow, okay. Jeez. It most certainly is a desperate situation. Huh? Hey, darn, you gotta be kidding me. Naneko, try to hang on for 30 seconds longer, okay? Darn, what an idiot. She always ends up in crazy situations like that. Mr. Higgins, I was just looking for you. Did you happen to... I think I just heard... Sorry, no time to talk. Ask me later. That's an interesting transition. The furthest room on the second floor. The one on the right? Hold on a little bit longer, Naneko. Well, if it isn't Mr. Higgins. Why don't we have a good scotch together? No thanks. Oh, Higgins, do you have a moment? Now is not a good time. Get out of my way, idiot. Idiot? Wow, that's kind of harsh, Takeda. I zigzagged past everyone in my room and reached the door of Naneko's room. Alright, it isn't locked. Darn, you idiot! What do you think you're doing? Alright, I got you. What was that? I don't have a clue what you're trying to say. Take a deep breath and speak slowly. You said that you were saving me if I were in danger, but you're totally useless, and I was about to fall to my death. Yeah, sorry about that. But how could I have foreseen that you might die in such a stupid way? What do you mean, stupid? You're stupid! I'll admit, I could have been aware of your particular situation just a little bit sooner, but you have to be more careful, Naneko. I guess you've learned your lesson. Oh, and we'll stay away from the windows. Only a total moron would try to open them. Of course, I won't go near them, even if someone asks me to. Huh? The phone is ringing. Higgins speaking. Oh, Mr. Higgins, I see that you're in Miss Izumizaki's room.
Lunch will be soon served, so please come to the main building on the other side of the bridge. Sir Raymond will be discussing several important matters, so please be sure to join us. Very well, we're on our way. Alright then, looks like lunch is ready. Let's go. Hey, what's wrong? My legs are paralyzed from the shock. Give me a piggyback. Yeah, right. I'll see you at lunch. Wait! I said wait! Don't leave me! Jeez, Akeda, you're such a jerk. You're back to being a jerk. Why are you so nice to Aurora but so mean to Naneko? This is the first time I tried to open one of those doors. It's much harder than I expected it to be. Can't we just leave these doors open? Wait for me! Naneko slides underneath the descending door. Hey, that's dangerous! I grabbed the wheel to stop the door from dropping any lower. The door was just starting to move downward, so I could still stop it. But I might not have been able to do a second later. You idiot! Leaving me behind like that? That was dangerous. You could have been sliced in half by this door. Be more careful. You were almost an Echo sandwich. Oh, there we go. There's another Resident Evil reference there. Even if I get slashed in half and die, it'll be your fault, Takeda. That's some really messed up logic, Naneko. I'm at a loss for words. We just go to the lounge together. The rain has made the bridge even wetter than before. The cobblestones are rough, so it's not too slippery. The slow splashing rain does soak my trousers. Oh no, so I look like I peed myself on the way over. It's okay. So cold. Hurry up and open it a bit faster, Slowpoke. I'm going as fast as I can. Maybe you're freezing, but I'm working up quite a sweat here. Speaking of which, the butler, Vincent, turned the wheel with ease. Either he's used to opening them, or he's much stronger than he looks. I've been expecting you, Mr. Higgins. Please follow me. The dining room is this way. Hey, Abby, could you do something about the doors of the bridge? They're ridiculously hard to open. Can't we just leave them open? The doors? That's strange. I made sure the doors were left open before inviting our guests to come here. My sincere apologies. I will lock them in place when I open them. If the door happens to be closed again, please let me know. Thank you, but I should not ask you to do such hard work. Think nothing of it. It's my job, after all. Abby gives me a faint smile. How wonderful. Just how a maid should be. Just like furniture. Anyway. Hey, did you hear that, Naneko? You should become her apprentice. Don't shake me like that all of a sudden, will ya? So this is the dining hall. Thomas is over there. Looks like no one else has arrived yet. Mr. Higgins, this is your seat. Miss Izumazaki, please sit over here. Oh boy, it seems that the seating order has already been decided. Naneko has difficulties eating in front of people. The seat in front of me is empty, so I could swap seats with her, or I could just let her struggle. Naneko reluctantly takes her seat. Thomas is the only guest who's already arrived. It's a good opportunity to get some information out of him. Even if I can, it would kill time. My apologies, Thomas. I might appear to be like a fish out of water. I was suddenly asked to become a representative, so I'm not quite used to this place yet. Oh, thank you, Mr. Higgins. Actually, I know how you feel. I can never get used to the atmosphere here. I see. So you've been here before? Yes, that's right. He appears to be on his guard. I should make him feel at ease with small talk before trying to extract information from him. I've heard that Sir Raymond is a rather strange person. The entire building appears to have a peculiar atmosphere. I was especially surprised by the eerie painting here in the dining hall. Would you happen to know anything about it, Thomas? Like I said before, it's a cookie-cutter shark. A small, squaliform shark species of the Dalatidae family. Oh wait, no, that's not. It's Naneko. That's right. Well, like I said before, it's a cookie-cutter shark, a small, squaliform shark species of the Dalatidae family. Its scientific name is Ecystius brasiliensis. Naneko was jabbering, even though I did ask her. Yes, I know that, dummy. I'm only making some small talk so that I can extract information. Thomas, just bite your tongue already. Though I do find it interesting that it's the same fish from before. The painting that had the triangle on it. I find that very interesting. I was surprised at first, but I was told that it was a painting of a shark. I don't know much about it, but Sir Raymond appears to be rather fond of that kind of shark. Oh, it's Sir Raymond is fond of that, so why did Mr. Higgins have one at his house? He sure has an unusual taste. That painting is creepy. One could even call it demonic. Speaking of which, I heard some mention a legendary creature here called the Demon of Shironagasu Island. Do you think this so-called demon could actually be that shark? The Demon of Shironagasu Island? No, I don't know. Can't say I've ever heard of it. Huh? Thomas is clearly flustered. His face just turned red. He appears to be hiding something. However, I was not expecting that he would become this flustered. Is there something about this Demon of Shironagasu Island that I don't know about yet? Where do you live, Mr. Higgins? Ha! That's a totally unrelated question. Thomas is clearly trying to change the subject. Me? In Brooklyn, New York. I live in a nice villa with a gorgeous night view of the Manhattan skyline. Naneko gives me a smug look. Yeah, I lied, but not completely. I can see part of Manhattan from my office, though. Just in this white light. My, you're making me envious. I only have the opportunity to go to New York occasionally for medical conferences. It sure is a great city. Medical conferences? Does that mean that... Good day, Mr. Higgins, Mr. Harrington, Naneko. It appears I've arrived early. Hey, Akira, isn't Giselle with you? Akira gives me a sour look. I am not a child, so we're not together all the time, Mr. Higgins. For some reason, she sounds rather hostile. Well, you did call her an idiot in the hallway. I wondered why. Did I somehow annoy her without realizing it? You yelled at her and called her an idiot in the hallway. I can't remember. Oh, okay. Do you have memory problems, Akira? Are you, like, unable to recall that you called someone a nasty name, like, maybe 20 minutes ago? After a moment of awkward silence, Giselle appears. Forgive my tardiness, Miss Akira. It's alright, Giselle. Did you find what you were looking for? Yes, it was inside the bag. A short while later, I noticed Alex and Aurora sitting on their seats at the back. Alex looked like he's trying to avoid the others. Hello, everyone. Oh, were we the last to arrive? With Jacob and Riel joining the group, all of the guests have gathered. Still, there's no sign of Sir Raymond. Hang on. There's something strange about this scene. I wonder what it is. Never mind. Hang on, something strange about the scene. What is it? Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna try to figure this out. So let's see, we have... let's see, there are... I'm trying to think about, like, So there's 5 girls, 4 boys, right? And as best as they can do, they've set up... I'm trying to think what might be off about this. But I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Looks like Jacob is already holding a wine glass. That guy's a real alcoholic. I see that everyone has gathered. Allow me to serve you your meal. My master, Sir Raymond, will be joining you shortly. As the food is being prepared, I can't help but notice that Thomas is looking at his watch anxiously. If you'll excuse me for a second. Weird, I wonder where he's going. I think he's going to the bathroom. He was fidgeting. Naneko's ability to remember things is impressive. However, observing people is not her strong suit. She can't even look him in the eyes, so she misses any nuance. You should pay more careful attention. Thomas kept looking at his watch, so he has something going on at a certain time. There's not much to do on this island, though. I wonder what he's up to. As if I know. I bet he's meeting someone, but everyone from our group is right here. The only person missing is Sir Raymond, but I can't imagine that Thomas and Sir Raymond would be secretly meeting at this time. The food is being served, but Thomas still hasn't returned. Naneko doesn't seem to mind as nobody's sitting in front of her, and she doesn't appear to be very fond of Thomas. Hey, Naneko, your hair is so long. Where do you have it cut? Akira is talking to Naneko in a slightly unpleasant tone. Naneko appears to be panicking hysterically and is shaking all over. What's up with you? There's no need to panic. You'll have to forgive her. She's not much of a people person. Well, my apologies. I wasn't aware of that. I hope you'll get used to people soon. As in, I hope you will want to get used to people. Akira appears to be quite arrogant as she speaks. Is she drinking wine? I wonder if she's drunk. Yeah. She's being kind of mean, so she must be drunk. Did you know Mr. Higgins? In England, one can drink from the age of 16 years, as long as there's a guardian present. I find wine to be most delightful. I'm not sure if Akira noticed my glance, but she immediately begins to talk about the drinking age of wine. We're in Alaska. In the United States, though. The last time I heard, Alaska wasn't part of the United Kingdom. And Giselle is your guardian? Everything in moderation, I guess. Can I have some wine, too? Naneko stares at the wine glass in front of her. Not on my watch. Be a good girl and drink your grape juice instead. Meanie. It's been a while since lunch started, but Thomas hasn't returned. No sign of Sir Raymond either. Suddenly, Vincent appears, carrying a large phonograph. Please remain seated, everyone. My master, Sir Raymond, originally intended to address all of you in person, but there has been a sudden change of plans. Allow me to play his message to you on this phonograph. Recorded. I wonder why Sir Raymond doesn't come himself. Sir Raymond is somewhat mystical. This is not unusual. Whimsical. This is not unusual for him. But he did invite us to come to the silence. This is probably an important message. It appears that Mr. Harrington is not here. However, I was told to proceed on time, so I will play the recording without him present. Everyone, you have my sincere gratitude for coming all the way to Shironagasu Island. I wonder if the sound coming from the phonograph was distorted when it was recorded, or if the phonograph is defective. There have been serious concerns about the absolute secrecy of the island. Someone has broken our pact. I cannot forgive who did this. I have discovered information, truth, traitor, if invitation letter. Hey, you've got to be kidding. I don't understand any of that. As soon as Jacob blurts that out, is that there is a traitor among you. Suddenly the voice is clear as day, very different from the distorted recording that played before. The eerie tone of the voice appears to put everyone on edge. The phonograph plays an incoherent string of sounds and then stops playing. And thus concludes my master's message. Although he's trying not too hard to show it, I can see that even Vincent was taken back by the recorded message. Sir Raymond is really overdoing it with his jokes. A traitor among us? That's ridiculous. There's no point in having such a charade, even if it were true. Jacob mutters, his frustration clearly visible. It appears the message has ended. I shall take my leave. I wish you all a good day. Let's go, Giselle. Akira leaves with a perplexed look on her face, Giselle scurrying after her. How about we also get out of here? Naneko appears to be deflated by the atmosphere of this place and is tugging at my sleeve. I may be able to find out some more things if I stay here, though. What should I do? Uh-oh. Is this a... Oh, no! It is a choice. We got a choice to make, people. Well, the whole point that we came here was to find out information about the island. So, I'm thinking we need to stay. So I think I'm going to go with stay. No, let's stay here a bit longer so I can talk to people. I don't think you should. Jacob, do you have a moment? Mr. Higgins, come to think of it, your background is rather obscure. Could you be the traitor, I wonder? What, are you serious? I just can't believe you'd even consider that. I'm not only suspicious of you, Mr. Higgins, I'm suspicious of the others as well. Especially those who came here as representatives. I'm certain that one of them is the traitor. I guess Naneko was right. This guy is a snake. Like I said, let's go already. Okay, yeah, let's make a quiet exit. Well, geez, that didn't really do much. What was all that about? And what an unpleasant atmosphere. He was talking about a traitor. Yeah, it definitely felt nasty. Looks like the invitation was some kind of bait for drawing the traitor out. But I don't know. Even if there is a traitor, I don't think that he or she would be stupid enough to come to the island. I know what you mean about not coming to the island being suspicious. Do you invite everyone because of that? That's true, but the traitor could have used a representative. With the exception of Thomas and Jacob, aren't all of the other guests representatives? And what kind of betrayal took place anyway? Could Mr. Higgins have been the traitor? Perhaps, racked with guilt, he took his own life? Shh! You don't miss your words, do you? I'll admit, it lies within the realm of possibilities, but if that's the case, we'll just have to throw in the towel. However, I don't think it's possible to find out who the traitor is by asking representatives who don't know anything about this island. Could Sir Raymond have his suspicions about who the traitor might be? I have no idea. I need to clear my mind. Let's just go back to our rooms. This place gives me the creeps. You're right. We should go back before continuing this conversation. Ah, the door's closed again. Huh? Hang on, don't tell me that this door is shut again? Didn't Abby tell us she'd leave it open? I bet Akira just closed it. That sneaky little witch. Ugh. Looks like I'm going to have to turn the wheel again. They're really, like, sticking it in our heads. What? Huh? What's going on over there? Akira and Giselle, what are they doing? There's something strange going on. My lady, are you alright? Hey, what's the matter? Did something happen? Akira is as pale as a sheet and her eyes can't seem to focus. It appears that a person has collapsed in the corridor ahead of us. But it's not a person anymore. Not a person. Akira is muttering to herself. Something strange is going on. Oh no, it's Thomas. He's dead. I'm calling it now. The corridor ahead of us, or the corridor behind the store. If you open that door, steel yourself. It's a horrific sight. Thanks for the advice. I'll keep it in mind. I leave Akira and reach for the wheel. There's something strange about all of this. I should be on my guard. Naneko, if you're scared, stay back. I don't know what we might encounter behind this door. I'm scared. Quickly open the door before I change my mind. You're very brave. Alright, let's do this. I'm opening the door. As soon as I open the door, a terrible stench enters my nostrils. The corridor is filled with smoke, stinging my eyes. The smoke that obscures the corridor dissipates, revealing a gruesome sight. Oh my gosh! Good grief. The man has been burnt all over. He isn't breathing anymore. His face has been severely burned. Judging from his outfit and heavy physique, this could be Thomas. The cause of death was either suffocation or burning. This was undoubtedly caused by a fire. However, something is very strange. How can such an intense fire rage in this stone corridor? You can't be serious. I don't think I can handle this. Naneko throws up with tears in her eyes. Her words sound as harsh as usual, but I think she's really reached her limit this time. And her pale cheeks tell me that she might faint at any moment. This is more than I can handle. Having seen this, I think I've outlived my usefulness. I think I'm going to faint. Good night, Moon. Naneko mutters something with a whimpering voice, wanders off, and lies down in the corner of the stone bridge. Hey, you alright? I can hear loud noises coming from where Naneko is lying. What is that? What's going on? In that corridor? What is that? What's that horrible smell? Oh boy. This is awkward, but there still might be important evidence here. I don't want anyone disturbing the murder scene. Stand back, everyone. This murder scene must not be disturbed until my investigation has been completed. Disturb the murder scene? What gives you the authority to say these things, Higgins? Get out of my way. Why on earth is there a dead body there? Looks like I won't be able to play this part any longer. Everyone, please listen carefully. Here we finally see what we look like. My real name is Seneketa. I'm a detective from New York, and I've come to this island for an investigation. As you will know, I have the legal authority to investigate and make arrests. You are to follow... You do as a private investigator? Really? You're to follow my instructions as the police arrive on this island. Detective, your name is Sen... Ikeda? Bastard, you faked your identity! Detective Sen Ikeda from New York. I've heard that name before. This man has ties to the Mafia. He will not hesitate to use illegal means to achieve his goals. I'm certain I've seen his face in the newspaper. I'm certain of it. So you're a bad guy after all? In any case, I've disclosed my identity. It doesn't matter if I'm good or bad. I'm still a licensed detective. You're obliged to obey my orders on this island. As if I'd obey your orders. Alex, you'd better quit that hostile attitude right now if you know what's good for you. I will give you such a pinch. Could you look after Naneko? Naneko? Alex glares at me, daggers coming out of his eyes. Still, he rushes into Naneko and helps her sit up. Riel, could you come here? I'm sorry to drag you into this, but I need you to assist me at the murder scene. Well, I'm an intern, but I guess this is not the time for semantics. Alright, Mr. Ikeda. Riel, are you ready? Just know that I can only give my medical opinion. Don't expect anything else from me. That's all I need. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Alright, what do we got? This vase is broken. Did it fall when he caught fire? Ah, that flower vase. They were very lovely flowers. The burns on his arms appear to be particularly severe. They're all third-degree burns. Some doctors would even describe them as fourth-degree burns. Some parts of the skin appear to be completely charred. His arms are bent in a very strange way. It looks like that because the heat deformed the muscle protein. For example, raw meat shrinks when you grill it, right? Same thing. That's good to know. I like steaks more than before. Wait, you like steaks more than you did before? I would think you'd like them less. Whatever. The top of his trousers are relatively unburned, but I can't find any evidence in his pockets. I should look elsewhere. I need to keep my head on straight. Okay. His clothes are also burnt quite badly. Were they made of flammable material? They appear to be terribly burnt. Even if so, they shouldn't have caught fire like that. A flammable liquid must have been poured on them. But they don't smell like gasoline. Oh, wait, so what's this, huh? Thomas's wallet. There's something in it. I have something to tell you. Return to your room 5 minutes after everyone has gathered for lunch. We shall talk about this there. Sir Raymond. Although some parts have been burnt, I can still make it out. It's a simple message. Looks like someone wanted to kill Thomas. They lured him here with this note. Sir Raymond may have been the killer, or someone else. This is a 100% true statement. Someone or Sir Raymond killed him. Yep. He's dead, murdered, and someone's responsible. Why did his clothes burn like that? The burns on his face appear to be especially severe. There appears to be second-degree and third-degree burns. However, there's a little soot in his mouth and no edema. There seem to be almost no airway burns. Do you mean he lost consciousness before the fire reached his throat? He was probably in a state of shock rather than losing consciousness due to a lack of oxygen. In any case, his airways have not been burnt. I see. It makes me want to turn my face away. I believe that he lost consciousness and did not suffer. Thomas. Alright, anything else? The burns on his legs are particularly bad. All skin color is gone. They're almost charred. This wouldn't have happened if only because his clothes caught fire. It's as if he committed suicide by burning himself to death. The fact that the degrees of burns vary by body part also bothers me. Should look elsewhere. Why does clothes burn like that? They've been burnt to a crisp. There's almost nothing left of them. I wonder where such a severe fire could have come from. It's certainly strange. Let's see, anything else? There's also something else here. Quarantine level 3. It's the same kind of card as the one Roy Higgins had. Unfortunately, it appears that the fire badly damaged the IC chip. It's probably not usable anymore. Quarantine level. I have a bad feeling about this. Does that mean there's such a place on this island? What could be hidden there? Huh? Quarantine zone. Okay. Anything else? I'm not quite sure what else we're supposed to be looking at here. I think I've been able to make sense of the situation. Let's put all these facts together. First, the cause. How did he die? Asphyxiation or shock from the burns? It has to be one of the two. Let's see. The burns are particularly severe on the arms and legs, but relatively minor on his face and the rest of his body. Basically, it's a full-body burn, but not in the same degree in all places. There are no fire traces in this corridor. There's nothing here that can cause burns. That's really a mystery, isn't it? How could he catch fire in a stone passage? Did he really get burnt here? Or did he move here afterward? I don't think that happened. Judging from the burn mark's severity and the absence of airway burns, he could have only been moved a few inches. I see, and because he's extremely heavy, it's also unlikely that he was carried here. The mystery deepens. How could Thomas have suffered such burns? It's almost as if someone used a flamethrower on him. It's certainly strange. Burned to death somewhere without fire. At any rate, considering everything, this is unlikely to have been an accident. There's no fire in this area, and a lightning strike could not have caused this. Lightning could have done this. Couldn't have done this. Intense flames definitely caused this. We also have to consider that this was a suicide. We don't know the reason why he killed himself, but it could be a suicide. He could have committed suicide by dousing himself with gasoline. But what about that letter? Someone lured Thomas here. So with that in mind, we can narrow this down to one explanation. This is a murder. Murder? I can't believe it. Who would do such a thing, and why? Who did this, why, and how? Those are the questions. And I'll have to find the answers. If the killer is not found, then... In any case, this has become a very dangerous situation. We should all be careful. Whoever killed Thomas is definitely still on this island. What the... I immediately look around, startling Riel, who was standing next to me. Where is that voice coming from? What? Thomas is still alive? He's breathing again? How can he still be alive? He wasn't breathing at all. Riel's face turns pale and she backs away. I turn my eyes towards Riel. Even if a miracle happened, Thomas can't survive in this condition. I look at Riel, trying to get an answer. Riel, with an expression of fear on her face, replies to me by shaking her head. I approach Thomas. Hey, Thomas, don't worry. The burn's not as bad as you think. But you should rest. We'll get to the bottom of this. Thomas mutters with a voice that sounds like someone's last breath. Engerridement. Okay. Engerridement. His statement sounds delirious. I hold my ear next to his mouth, but that's all I can hear. All that remains is a faint breathing sound. He eventually stops breathing. A few moments later, Riel checks Thomas' pupillary reflexes. She tries to check his breathing and pulse, but eventually she meets my gaze. He's gone, for real this time. I'm so sorry, I should have checked him more thoroughly. I jumped to conclusions too quickly. I thought there was no way he could still have been alive. You did a good job, Riel. Everyone would have assumed the same in this situation. Thomas was no longer breathing when I arrived, and I also thought that he was already dead. Don't let it get to you. Thanks for trying to make me feel better, but I still failed as a doctor. Well, you're an intern, like you keep telling us. So, don't worry about that. After a short moment of silence, the other side of the door becomes noisy. Did something happen? Is everything alright? Vincent and Abby show up. They sure took their sweet time. I explained the situation to Vincent. And that's what happened. So that this has happened, I would like you to let me use a communication device to make contact with the mainland. I understand. There was a long-distance transmitter in the mansion. I will take you there. All the way back on the left side is our communication room. And there you can communicate with Alaska if you've come Alaska. What? Looks like someone was already a step ahead of us. The equipment has been destroyed beyond repair. But this is strange. How are they able to destroy it without anyone noticing it? I have a bad feeling about this. Vincent, is there any other communication equipment? Unfortunately, there is not. This is the only communication equipment in Louis Associé. However, it will be possible to communicate when the ship returns, which means I cannot make any contact until then. I need to figure out who destroyed this transmitter. Vincent, when was the last time you saw it in working order? Have you heard any suspicious sounds in here? I checked the transmitter shortly after everyone arrived on the island. I used it to communicate with the ship. I don't recall hearing any strange noises in here. After we arrived, this means that anyone could have destroyed it if they didn't care about the risk of being found. Pardon my interruption, but I just discovered that the glass on the back door has been broken. Could it be that whoever destroyed the transmitter also broke the glass? The glass on the back door? Abby, could you take me there, please? Certainly, this way. As Abby said, the glass on the door has been broken. Did someone smash the glass to open the door? It's a bit strange, though. Would anyone be foolish enough to trespass on this isolated island? Even if anyone would trespass, what does that mean? Abby, are there any places on this island where someone could be hiding? There's a cabin near the port. I can't think of anywhere besides the cabin that's more safe from the harsh weather. If there is a trespasser, what could their intentions be? I really don't know. In any case, I'd like to meet Sir Raymond and discuss this with him. Would that be possible? Our master? Why did the thunder crack when we mentioned him? That is... I will take you to his room. However, I do not know if he will be there. That's fine. Please show me the way. Very well. Please follow me. You will find an elevator on your right. It will take you to the upper floors. Sir Raymond's living quarters are on the 4th floor. Considering what's happened, why hasn't Sir Raymond shown himself yet? He is a rather fickle person. It's not unusual for him to disappear like this. Even if he does disappear, this is a solitary island in the middle of the ocean, so he has to be somewhere in this mansion. I would really like to meet him. So this is the 4th floor. There's a plain door across from the elevator. Vincent approaches it and knocks. Master, one of the guests would like to have a word. There's something he would like to discuss with you. Sir Raymond, my name is Senekeda. I came to this island on behalf of Roy Higgins. Earlier today, a person died in the corridor of the guest building. Considering the circumstances, I believe that he was murdered. I would like to discuss this with you. However, there's no response. I listen at the door, trying to detect signs of life. However, either Sir Raymond is holding his breath or is he simply not there. The door looks simple at first glance, but on closer inspection, I notice it's been made of steel. There's a keycard reader besides the old-fashioned door, which seems out of place. The room appears to be well protected. Sir Raymond doesn't appear to be here, but I can't just search his living quarters. Vincent, could you please let me know the moment you see Sir Raymond or hear from him? Certainly. Why is Sir Raymond hiding? Could Sir Raymond have lured Thomas with that letter and then killed him? That'd be a rather bad situation. There might be many enemies in this mansion as well. I should be careful. I can't trust the mansion staff either. Alright, I think this is a pretty good spot to close for the evening. This has been fun. I'm digging the story so far. I am curious to see where this is going to go. Yeah, so yeah, we'll be here next week at the same time to play some more. So let's see how it goes. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.